Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. It is Friday, April 14th. I just recorded a 30-minute video and I accidentally deleted it, so I get to do it all over again. Yay! But that's okay. It means I have practice and I have an idea of what the cards are meaning, so this one will be better than ever. Okay, so I'm going to read on Jack Teixeira. This is the young airman that was accused of leaking classified documents. From reporting, he appears to be in the military. He was recently promoted. He's also a white supremacist and an anti-Semite, and he was posting up secret documents on a Discord channel, which is a chat room for folks playing internet games. I'm a gamer. I do use Discord with friends when I game. So I want to find out what's the, if Spirit will share with us again for me, first time for you, what's the current situation with this case? What's going on with it? What can you share with us? Okay, so we've got Judgment and the Queen of Swords. Okay, so this is an exercise in judgment, and it's poor judgment on, this is representing the US and representing other countries in the world, and decision making that they've made with us in the past with sharing information, and now they have to really evaluate if they want to continue sharing information with us. Certainly in the case of this young man, he's going to face a lot of judgment, and it ain't going to be pretty. It's going to be very harsh. And they're not, whatever challenges he's had growing up isn't going to matter. This isn't he had a hard life, let's give him probation. Yeah, no, we'll take 2 weeks off of your sentence, that type of thing. Okay, in the past, working, trying to evaluate. This is not telling me much about him. I think this is telling about the situation. So we've been you can think of these coins as like gathering data, gathering information, and then one bit of it's leaking out. So while some of it got out, we still have a lot of it under control. But now we need to evaluate all the information that's out there that we've controlled, and the information that's got out there, and figure out what we're going to do to minimize the damage of this leak. Okay, so now we get the Eight of Swords. The current situation is, we're in a bind, and because we may not know what we don't know, and we definitely don't know what the enemy knows or doesn't know. So we're in a tough situation here, trying to evaluate what the next step is with this case. Overarching victory, I think in this case, losing. It's a victory that they found him, and it's going to be a victory when they clean up the system. But right now, this is not a banner. This is not about, how do you define a win in this case? How do we define a win when you're feeling like a hostage? So maybe the U.S. can try and figure out a way that they're not really a hostage, and then try and turn this into a winning hand. Overarching energy is the Nine of Coins. This is, well, again, I think this might be the wealth of information. No, I don't know if that really overarching. So the lesson to be learned. Oh no, it's the lesson to be learned. What's the lesson to be learned with this? You know what this is? This is resting on your laurels. You've had it your way for a long time. You've gathered up all these nice things, but you didn't appreciate it. You didn't take care of it, and some of it got out. And now you've got a problem. You went from taking your garden for granted to now not knowing what to do because you took it for granted. And now we've got the walking away. On this one, again, especially given the reading I just did, I believe this is other countries' intelligence agencies moving away from the U.S., cooling down, information sharing because they can't be trusted. And underneath it is the Queen of Pentacles taking care of those secrets, taking care of the things that are valuable, and those secrets are valuable. They're actually worth more than money. They're worth a lot of money in this one. The U.S. probably has the most secrets and knows the most secrets of any country out there. And if you want to maintain being the world leader, you can't be a victim. You got to keep an eye on these things because it's important. You're going to be judged, and it's not going to be nice. It's going to be this is more of a judgment of the U.S. and it's going to be a harsh judgment because dead men tell no tales, and if this data got out, people are going to die. It's just what's going to happen. And ways of gathering data are going to shut down. This is a mess. Now, for Mr. Teixeira, how is he currently feeling? I'm curious how he's feeling about this whole thing. Yeah. How's Mr. Teixeira feeling about this? Is it Jack Teixeira? Yeah, Jack Teixeira. How is he feeling about this? Right, this one wants to come up. Okay. He had all the secrets, and he let them all out. Like the bird on his hand, he let them fly. And he was celebrated for it. Well, I think this is him sharing it with his gamer group. Showed you, I showed you I was the keeper of secrets. I proved it to you. God, there's the victory card again. And now his worst nightmare is realized. Yeah, this is one of those things. Be careful what you wish for. Yeah, congratulations. You won a bet. You showed all those other males that you're the alpha male and the winner. And, for a short while, you got to, live the dream of being the big man on campus, the alpha male. And now shit's real. You're an idiot. That was a foolish thing to do, and you're going to walk right off that cliff. So, yeah, I think he might be ruining his decisions of letting those secrets out. In the previous read, he's might be lying low and contemplating things, so he's going to have to really figure out what he's going to do with this situation. Okay, so how does this play out? So Spirit, if you'll tell us, how is this going to play out in the long run? What's the U.S. going to do? I have no doubt he's going to be convicted. You've got the secrets. They got him dead to rights. So I'm never going to throw on that. But what's the U.S.'s long-term plan? What are they going to do to address this? Or the U.S. and its allies, what are they going to do to address this? Well, they got some decisions they need to make. Long term, I was going to do a 6-carder. And they need to really sit back and think about it, lie low, and evaluate. Yeah, so I think... this could also be like sleeper agents. What do we do with our sleeper agents? But I think this is taking a step back, and instead of reacting, this is really trying to think through what the next steps are, because they're big decisions that need to be made. This can also be representative of other nations cooling down the intelligence, think of swords as intelligence, that they share with us. Because we need to prove that we're worthy of keeping it. Again, here we go again. Evaluating those secrets, evaluating the secrets that we have and the secrets that we share, and that's in the past. Current situation is the moon. These secrets are out there, and they're going to be revealed, and what are you going to do about it? One of the things that came up in the previous reading was maybe misinformation campaigns. And the moon card could certainly represent misinformation. How can you muddy the waters on it? But it's a heartbreak. We trusted the U.S. This could be 3 allies. This could be like France, England, and Israel, or England, Israel, and Australia, or in Ukraine. In this case, I know there were secrets about Ukraine. They trusted the U.S. and we betrayed their trust. Plain and simple. Now, most Americans wouldn't do that, but in this case, one American did. And it doesn't matter. It's only one American. It's damaging. And the overarching energy is that, here's this young person with this great idea. Here we have all these secrets. And then, when do we start offering secrets up again? We gave them one secret too many. And now they're going to really evaluate what they're going to do in the future. So maybe they'll come up with a plan on, this Page of Pentacles could be a plan on going forward, how to address this. But the U.S., this is Two of Wands is about planning, and this is putting that plan into action. So other countries are going to evaluate what they want to do. They might come forward with some offers, but the offers are going to be offers of information, but it's going to be greatly reduced. We might go from a King of Pentacles, down to a page, maybe back up to a Knight. So I think, what's going to happen with this? They're going to other nations are going to cool down their information sharing with the U.S. We won't be the big keeper of secrets that we were before, because we weren't keeping them well. We let those secrets out, and that was disappointing to people. So, okay. That's what's happening going forward, and kind of answers also the ally question. What are our allies thinking? And what about our enemies? What about near peers like Russia and... No, I'm just going to throw on Russia. Russia was a fun one. They don't want to tell Putin. They don't want to tell Putin. It's unfortunate I lost that video, because it literally was, get pushed out the window. You let him know and he'll push you right out the window. When I did the Russian one last time, it was the Eight of Swords was the signifier card. They didn't want to tell him. And then they had the High Priestess, because if you tell him, you better only tell him the things he wants to hear, and the Fool card was underneath there, or else you're going to take a fall right off that balcony. So what are our enemies going to do? They're going to take action with this. They've got the initiative. They got this data. What do they do with it? They're probably going to utilize it. Here we go again. They don't necessarily know what's real. And they might, if this is Russia, they're going to feel a little bit stuck. Like, oh crap, they know a lot about us that we didn't think they knew. And now we're kind of screwed here. And again, this one was a signifier the last time I did the Russia thing, because Putin doesn't want to hear it. So they're stuck. They can't share certain information with him because he doesn't want to hear it. It won't fit his narrative of what he believes is happening. So, they've got the information and there's not much they can do with it sometimes, That's too bad. They could take the initiative, but they don't know what to do with it. It's too dangerous. Because, the government, the Hierophant's going to come down on you for doing that. So, what they'll end up doing is they'll work behind the scenes. They'll tell him some things that he wants to hear, but on the other stuff, they're going to have to work on their own without government support, or the government's going to have to work on their own because they can't tell dear leader what's going on. He's not going to hear it. He's not going to have it. Okay, so that's my reading on this. Long and short of it, long term, we're not going to have all the data, not all the intelligence that we've had before. So the U.S., in some ways, it's good because it's taking the U.S. out of the role of world leader, and it's forcing other countries to step up and take more responsibility. And not just lean on the U.S. to fix everything. They have the ability to fix it themselves, and they can do that. Okay, so that's my reading on this documents. Half the time as it was before. I hope you enjoyed it. Do the, leave comments, thumbs up, do all the YouTubey things. I do appreciate all the efforts you're putting in. I've had a recent burst of additional subscribers. I'm knocking right on the door of 600, and I'm really excited to see if I cross over that this weekend or not. So I'll throw a few videos up there and hope to keep attracting new viewers and new subscribers to it. So thank you very much for your help on this one. I really do appreciate it, and I'll catch you on the next video. Have a good night.